The entire building is sealed off with steel plates, and all employees are forced to participate in a deadly killing game. Shockingly, this is revealed to be a sanctioned human experiment. Event development. Early in the morning, Jack observes unusual activity. Armed personnel surround the company building, and employees are subjected to thorough checks upon entry. Initially, no one takes the situation seriously. Their company is a high-tech enterprise, known for valuing employee safety. Following a kidnapping incident the previous year, the company implanted tracking chips in every employee's brain. Jack, noticing that the armed personnel remain, calls a security guard for an explanation. He learns that headquarters received a threatening letter, prompting the increased security measures. Moments after ending the call, a chilling announcement plays over the building's PA system. There are 80 of you in the building. Within 8 hours, most of you will be dead. Your survival chances increase by following my orders. The broadcast swiftly issues the first directive: kill any 2 colleagues within half an hour or face severe punishment. The employees are bewildered. Dismissing the announcement as a prank, panic sets in when they discover that phone lines and cell phone signals have been cut off. Jack suggests an immediate evacuation, but steel plates suddenly seal all doors and windows. Trapping them, their only potential escape route is the roof. The employees rush to the lobby, demanding answers from the security guard, who is equally confused and realizes he is also a victim. Jack finds a maintenance worker, hoping they can use a welding torch to cut through the steel plates. The maintenance worker's attempts prove futile. The steel plates are impervious to the torch. Made of an unknown, incredibly durable material, the seemingly calm COO Paris enters the lobby, attempting to calm the escalating panic. He speculates that hackers might have infiltrated the company's military-grade security system. While his words offer some reassurance, Jack remains unconvinced. He notes that the presence of the new security guards outside and the mysteriously sealed old guardhouse suggests a more elaborate scheme than a simple hack. Some employees ascend to the rooftop, intending to signal for help. However, the building's remote location, with minimal traffic, and the new guards' refusal to acknowledge their pleas, dash their hopes. A cynical employee advises against further attempts to escape, suggesting the company is conducting a psychological test. Before he can elaborate, a female colleague's head explodes. A similar, gruesome scene unfolds in the first-floor lobby, plunging the crowd into absolute terror as they desperately seek refuge. Jack notes that the explosion occurs precisely 30 minutes after the initial announcement. He wonders if this is the punishment for failing to comply. Paris, attempting to maintain composure, examines the victims' wounds. He determines that they weren't shot, their heads exploded from within. Jack realizes the tracking chips must be responsible. He races to the kitchen, grabs a knife, and attempts to remove the device from his head. The broadcast warns him to stop, or the bomb inside his head will detonate. Reluctantly, Jack abandons the effort. His girlfriend, Anna, brings a doctor to treat his wound. Subsequently, another employee discovers that the workplace is covered in hidden cameras, confirming that the game was planned in advance. The cold, disembodied voice from the broadcast returns, warning against tampering with the tracking devices or cameras. It then announces the second task: kill 30 people within 2 hours. Failure to comply will result in the deaths of 60. Having learned the deadly consequences of the first task, the employees scatter, desperately seeking weapons. The cynical employee proposes triggering the fire alarm to attract the fire department. The security guard dismisses this idea, explaining that the alarm is an internal system, not connected to an external fire station. Meanwhile, some employees succumb to the game's pressure. When one of them accidentally knocks down the maintenance worker, his dark impulses are unleashed. He attacks a seemingly weak colleague, Xiao Mei, who unexpectedly defends herself and kills him. Fortunately, most employees retain some restraint and gather to discuss how to survive. President Barry suggests a brutal plan, selecting 30 people to sacrifice. Jack immediately objects, arguing that they have no right to decide who lives or dies, and that killing 30 people won't end the game. Anna suggests going to the rooftop to hang a large banner, hoping to attract the attention of passing vehicles. The others agree it's worth trying. Barry refuses to participate. Instead, he gathers some compliant executives and forcefully attempts to pry open the door to the armory. Jack and the others discover their plan and disable the welding torches. Mari shows no remorse. Jack takes the security guard's gun and damages the welding torch's gas line, preventing Barry from opening the door. The employees successfully create a large banner and rush to the rooftop. As soon as they unfurl it, the new security guards outside open fire. The broadcast voice returns. Cynthia is dragged back inside. The failed attempt leaves many employees injured, Jack deeply discouraged. He questions whether they are forced to play by the game's rules. The employees lament their situation. Despite enjoying good benefits, they realize they are essentially lab rats. During their conversation, Jack is suddenly knocked to the ground. Barry and his executive subordinates have come for revenge. He demands the armory key from the security guard, who throws it away and is brutally killed by Barry with a knife. Barry then tries to attack Anna, but Paris intervenes, insisting they focus on more pressing matters. They find the key downstairs and quickly open the armory. This group is transformed, becoming the most powerful faction in the building and gaining control. Soon all the survivors, including the recently awakened Jack, are forcibly herded into the first-floor lobby. Xiaomei, who killed the maintenance worker in self-defense, hides and narrowly escapes. The remaining employees, terrified and helpless, await their fate. Paris prepares to select 30 victims. Those with children are spared, while those over 60 become primary targets. Anyone who resists is executed. The remaining employees are subdued, forced to await Paris's selection. One long-haired employee curses Paris, calling him a devil. He is immediately shot in the head. Barry orders his subordinates to play music. A massacre begins. Hearing the gunshots, Xiaomei investigates and witnesses the horror. To stop the bloodshed, she cuts the power, plunging the lobby into darkness. The employees scatter in panic. Paris instructs his subordinates to kill at will. Some employees fight back against the isolated executives. A bloody battle erupts throughout the company. Jack, separated from Anna, hides above the elevator with another colleague. Barry and his men regroup, unsure if they have killed enough to be safe. They decide to kill more. The broadcast reminds them they are one kill short, with only 2 minutes remaining. Hiding in an office, Anna sees an executive enter with a gun. She pretends to be dead. When he falls for the ruse, she ambushes him. The executive begs for mercy. As Anna hesitates, the broadcast announces that time is up with 29 deaths. It states that 31 more will be punished. Explosions erupt throughout the building, each representing a death. When the chaos subsides, only 16 employees remain. The survivors feel no relief. The broadcast announces the final task within the next hour. The person with the highest kill count will be the sole survivor. The remaining executives become ruthless, driven by the chance to win. Jack, Anna, and the others are now mere targets. Anna escapes another executive and steals his gun in the lobby. She encounters the surviving colleagues. The cynical employee proposes collecting the explosives from the dead employees' heads to blast an escape route. Anna agrees, joining them. In the kitchen, they encounter the vice president. Anna shoots first but fails to kill him. The vice president kills the cynical employee and the chef. Jess. Anna kills the vice president. Jack arrives and sees Anna. After a brief exchange, Jack decides to use the explosive plan and fills his pockets. Another executive kills the other survivor. The newcomer is the same executive Anna trapped in the elevator. Enraged, he is about to kill her when Barry shoots him. Barry has become completely ruthless. Xiaomei is killed by Barry. Jack and then hide. But Anna reveals she has been shot. She dies. While grieving, Jack spots Barry and attacks. Believing him to be Anna's killer, the broadcast announces that only Jack and Barry remain. Jack kills Barry, becoming the winner. Sometime later, the steel plates are removed. 2 guards lead Jack to the guardhouse across the street, the game's control center. A reporter approaches Jack. They are from an internationally renowned research center, authorized to conduct extreme human behavior experiments. The experiment is complete, and they want to understand Jack's emotions. Jack looks at the monitors displaying the dead colleagues and smiles. He reveals he secretly planted explosives on some of them. He triggers the explosives, killing everyone in the guardhouse. Jack leaves carrying a gun, his expression unreadable. His image appears on a monitor. There are other winners like him. A cold, mechanical voice announces, Stage 2, begin. His game is not over. May your Wi-Fi be fast, and your joy forever last. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel.